Good afternoon, it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England. I've finished the mystery yellow giant, so time for the big reveal. So, don't know whether I can get him in. It's Pudsey Bear from BBC Children in Need. It's every November. Just do one night of fundraising on the television. You get loads of like stuff for sale in the shops. For those of you who live in another country, you've probably never been on your radar because it's, like I say, it's a BBC thing. It is one of my favourite charities. I always support it, and I really wanted to make this bear. So this is Pudsey, and I've made a mess. It were all going so well, but then I went out for lunch today and I'd just done the bandana, and it were open because you have to seal it later. So I'd put it the right side up on just in front of where I sit in the sitting room, and I came back and I don't know what I was thinking, but I've started sewing the spots on the other side, so I've decided to go with it, but the edge is not as neat as it would have been on the other side. Just one of them things where you get right blasé about it, and you end up making a mess. So it looks very scruffy at the top of the bandana, but it's still Pudsey. I think you can tell it's Pudsey. So I'm just going to go with it. I'm hoping to sell it for charity, if I can find somebody who wants to buy him. I got this pattern from King Cole, and it's all the proceeds from the pattern go to help children in need. So I just thought it were good to buy the pattern, but once I bought it, I thought, well, I've got to make it now, haven't I? So I'm surprised about the size of it. I never noticed on the front of the pattern, but it does say that it's going to be about 13 3/4 inches. Well, mine's about an inch bigger than that. And I'm quite surprised that it is, because the recommended yarn is double knit acrylic, and the recommended hook is 3.5 millimeters. I got, mine is Signet cotton DK, and I used my favourite 2.75 millimeter hook. So I'm wondering now, if I'd have gone with what it says with the acrylic yarn, would I have ended up with a much bigger bear, you know? But anyway, he is what he is, and I think he looks okay. So that was the colour that I used, which I said yesterday, which is the Signet 100% cotton. I love how this works up, and it's the colour Dandelion, and I used the same cotton but in white for those parts. All the dots are done in Serdar Happy Cotton DK, and I can't remember all the colours of them. So, but basically it's the vivid green, the light blue, red and yellow. So I haven't put as many spots on either as was on the pattern. I thought mine actually have turned out a bit bigger than what they look on there. So I think that they would have flooded it a bit. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with him though. I mean, I know, like I say, I've made a mistake, but I think he's okay. I'm hoping someone will want him. So my next thing is, do I make blush, which is Pudsey's female friend. Do I make blush the bear? If I do make it, it'll be in a slightly different colour. I've got some King Cole Cotton Soft in it's like a cinnamony colour. So, but I think it'll still be okay, because she does sometimes, some of the things you see in the shops are that sort of colour. So yeah, that's my next thing. I thought I'd get down, because where I used to work, I worked at Asda Pharmacy at one time. They're the ones who trained me in pharmacy. We used to dress up for these things in Asda. So I've got all the things. So I've got my pudsey ears. I've got a rosette, which I used to wear. My bandana. So, but I never used to get it round my head. But I used to wear it. Not that it was a bit inconvenient in the pharmacy. You know, when you're dispensing. So I used to just wear it for a short while. And then this is the one that I used to wear all day long when I were in there, because it didn't get in the way. So put with my Pudsey Bear lanyard and my Pudsey Bear teddy. So I'm not working obviously now. I mean, I went to a different pharmacy after that, but I'm not working now, so I don't know if these will get use again. But I loved my stuff for Pudsey, you know, for children in need. So you never know, I might sit at home on my own with all my trimmings on when it comes to that date in November. That some of the stars, you know, do some really lovely things for children in need, and I love to watch. It's like they have like a telethon on the television, and you get loads of little performances, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, so there's that one, and talked about Pudsey's best friend blush. Like I say, I've been out for lunch today. I had a lovely time. Went to a little place in Barnsley. By the way, Barnsley is a town, and in Barnsley people call it town. So I've been downtown, but there's some lovely cafes now. It's had the big regeneration as Barnsley, so it's a nice place to go. And I've been to a little place called the Old Ivy Shed Cheesecakery. Really lovely place. Just not many tables, unfortunately, but it's really nice. It's in the old arcade in Barnsley. Yeah, really nice, but the weather has definitely changed. It's been quite cold down there today. So and I'm going to say as well, we're talking about tan. I'm thinking about going to a group that it's been running for a long time, and they meet in a pub in Barnsley, and it's called Yarn in Tan, and that they meet on a Tuesday night, and that, you know, just sit around crocheting and, you know, chatting. So I was thinking about going to that sometime. So just haven't got around to it yet, but I think it's a lovely idea. So I think that's it. What have you all been up to? What's the weather like near you? I'll sign off now. I'll have a think what I'm doing next. Like I say, it could be Blush Bear or don't know. Do you know, nothing really to do, so we'll have to see. Anyway, I shall see you later.